campers, ease. Everybody, Gabriel. Okay, ready? We'd like to tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Cinderella.
Oh, dear.
She lived in a castle with her stepmother,
Cinderella.
and her 2 ugly stepsisters.
We're so beautiful.
One day, word came that there was a ball, and an invitation came for the stepmother
Cinderella.
and the 2 ugly stepsisters,
We're so beautiful.
but not for Cinderella.
Oh, dear.
She went to her place by the fire and cried. Then all of a sudden, a fairy appeared. And she said, Cinderella, dry your eyes. I am your fairy godmother. Cinderella could not believe her eyes. Her fairy godmother said, you will go to a ball with a beautiful gown and a glass slipper. But you must return by the stroke of midnight, or everything will return to as it was. So on the night of the ball, the stepmother, Cinderella, and the 2 ugly stepsisters, who were so beautiful, left for the ball. And the fairy godmother waved her magic wand, and Cinderella was carried to the ball in a golden carriage. At the ball, all the ladies were watching the prince.
Charming.
And the stepmother and the 2 ugly stepsisters watched as the prince walked over to Cinderella and asked her to dance. They danced all night long until suddenly the clock started to strike 12, and Cinderella ran for the door, and as she did, she dropped her glass slipper. The prince found it and vowed to find the woman. He went to the castle and tried the slipper on the stepmother and the 2 ugly stepsisters. But it didn't fit. Then the prince asked if there were any other young women in the house, and Cinderella stepped out. The prince tried on the glass slipper on her, and it fit perfectly. And then they lived happily ever after. The end.
A's and B's, toe the blue line. A's and B's, toe the blue line. C's and D's and E's behind them. Silently, trust me. C's, D's, and E's behind them.